cull the peacock's feathers.
Someone tied up the octopus.
Someone unstriped the zebra.
When there's a strange crime in the zoo and you're looking for a clue, you'll always find him right on track. Sherlock Yak.
Sherlock
With
Yack.
Hermione right by his side, the bad guys just can't hide. If you get lost, he'll get you back. Sherlock Yak.
All the trees and all the
He's
dough.
lean and mean and he's no fool, and he's way double cool. He won't stand for no yakety yak. Sherlock Yak.
I'm on the go.
Will you find out before Sherlock who made the stork fart?
Very good, friends. Hello and welcome to our daily show, Class, Grace, and Poise. Today, to begin the day with poise, we will see how to have breakfast with perfect good manners. But first, let's yawn discreetly without forgetting to put one's wing in front of one's beak, or one's foot in front of one's snout, or one's hoof in front of one's nose. Ah. And now let us eat. Oh! 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 Oh!
Yes, Stork, we'll be right there, and discreetly, I promise.
Discreetly?
Poor thing, the whole zoo already knows.
There's already talk about canceling her show, Class, Grace, and Poise. Do you watch it, Sherlock?
Me? I don't need to. Master Ball of Purity already taught me all about good manners.
Young Yak, you must eat with grace and elegance.
I am therefore very well brought up. I don't really need Stork's program. And you, Hermione, have you watched it?
Me? In case you hadn't noticed, I have naturally elegant manners.
Quite so. I think we should go see our poor victim.
I've never been so humiliated.
Anyway, I found the weapon, Stork. A whoopee cushion. It should be easy to prove that it wasn't you who...
Don't say it. It's not respectable. And it doesn't change the shape. Oh, your shoes aren't very clean.
She's quite right. I had noticed it too. Do you have enemies, Stork?
One doesn't say do you have, but have you, young lady? It's a question. And no, I don't have any. It's uncouth to have enemies.
Yes, but the whoopee cushion didn't get there by itself.
Oh, for the last 3 shows of my program, I invited animals from the zoo who were particularly uncouth, so as to illustrate what one must avoid if one wants to behave with class, grace, and poise. One of them may have taken offense.
And exactly who were they, Stork?
Grizzly, warthog, and pelican.
It would help if we could see the shows. May I get the videos on my smartphone?
Of course. But did you wash your hands well this morning, young lady? There are some ungracious fingerprints on your screen.
Tell me, Stork, do you lift up the ladder from your nest at night?
Of course. Do you think it would be respectable for a lady to do otherwise?
What do you deduce from this crime scene, Hermione?
That the culprit pulled himself up here without the victim noticing it, which isn't easy.
Considering he also inflated the whoopee cushion, hid it under the armchair, and that he left the way he came, all without waking up Stork.
At least he was polite about that. He must have seen your show on Courtesy and Good Neighbors. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Grizzly.
Oh, yeah? And why would it be a good morning?
It's not very polite to say that, dear Grizzly. It's a question. You must say, and why would this morning be good?
Well, it's just it. I don't like this particular day, and I don't like you either.
Come now, Grizzly. Can't you make an effort and say something nice to our television viewers?
To them, I don't know, but I can tell you to shut your...
Amazing. Grizzly is no doubt one of our suspects.
Say, Sherlock, you're constantly scratching your nose. That's not very polite.
Yes, well, fine. It's time to go and see Grizzly.
Just be quick. Ask your questions and leave. I have other things to do. I have tires to inflate.
Do you like cycling a lot?
Dr. Beaky suggested I bicycle because of my asthma, and it's none of your business.
You're not very friendly, Grizzly.
That's possible, and so what?
So that makes you a suspect in the whoopee cushion attack Stork was a victim of. You know about it?
Yeah, serves her right, but I didn't do it.
Oh, and that tire. Are you training for a circus act?
No, it's for my pull-ups. Dr. Beaky wants me to keep in shape.
Pull-ups, huh? In spite of your weight?
Huh? Hey, you. Are you saying I'm a weakling or something? Look at this.
Could you blow this up?
You happy now? Now I'm coughing.
Sorry, Grizzly. It's a good thing that you have a bicycle pump to inflate your tires. It's time to go see Warthog.
You could have let me go first. It would have been more courteous.
Yes, fine. Excuse me, but I didn't pay attention.
Yes, I had noticed.
Ugh. And you often interrupt people when they speak. Had you noticed that too?
Well then, dear viewers, thanks to today's guest, Mr. Warthog, we can see what one must do if one doesn't want to be seen as a big pig.
Yeah, but you also know what to do if you do like to be a big pig just like me.
Say, Stork really ridiculed you in her show by making you look like a huge slob.
I guess she's right. I am a huge slob.
So if I understand, you don't have a reason to hold a grudge against her
No
and...
reason to stick a whoopee cushion on her armchair?
Hermione, you cut me off again. It's very impolite.
Really? And you scratch your ear whenever you think.
I wouldn't have done it to take revenge, but I could have done it just to be funny.
And could you climb over your own enclosure?
Well, that wouldn't be very funny.
No, but it's for the investigation.
And do you think you could blow this up?
Thank you, Warthog. After you, Hermione.
Thank you, Sherlock.
Don't mention it. Hello, Pelican.
What brings you around these parts, sailors?
We have something to show you.
Hello, Pelican.
Oh, for sure, it's a darn name of molded haddocks with badly unfolded muscles, by golly, and gosh darn, little lady.
Oh, Pelican, what horrible words.
Too bad, little lady. Well, I'll be hornswaggled in a deep blue sea like a fouled-up flounder if I didn't snap my beak by saying grossities of the bottom of the barrel. I'm a sailor, lady, and sailors curse.
You really like to curse by all that D's and all that O's.
Sherlock!
Pelican, Stork really went at you in her show about good manners.
You can say that again, barnacles and boiled sea snails. She made me look like a very rude character.
Did you want to take revenge?
No, sailor. I said it in her darn silly show. A real sailor has to know how to curse. It's required by your boating permit.
It's required?
Look here. You have to know curses more than 30 words long to be a captain of a ship. I can't hold a grudge against Stork.
That's what you say. Everything points to you. You do sell practical joke items.
Yes, but what's your point? By all the turpid tempests of the Bermuda Triangle?
Well, you did have access to the weapon. You know perfectly well how to use it. And you can fly, which would have made it possible for you to commit the crime without the victim even noticing.
But I didn't commit that act of piracy.
About pirates, that patch on your eye, you have to wear it as a sailor?
No, I got a little flesh wound the other day when I tested some fireworks. Dr. Beaky will be able to confirm it.
And doesn't it bother you when you fly?
Not at all, look. No. By a million malodorous mussels and molasses.
There it is, Hermione. The investigation's over. I think
Know who the culprit is.
Yes, but you interrupted me again.
Oh,
What about you, young detective? If you paid close attention, I'm sure you can figure it out. Let's go over the case. In her TV program Class, Grace, and Poise, Stork ridiculed Grizzly, Warthog, and Pelican. Shortly thereafter, she was the victim of a whoopee cushion attack. One of the three suspects went into her nest without waking her up and put the inflated cushion on her chair. So was it Grizzly, Warthog, or Pelican who did it? is simple. Warthog, you admitted that you could have made Stork fart just to have a little bit of fun. But with your short arms, you could never have hoisted yourself up to her nest. Not to mention that you could have dirtied up the place because you are, in fact, a big pig. Pelican, you claim not to hold a grudge against Stork, but you're an expert in practical jokes. And you can fly. You could have reached the nest without a problem. But with the wound on your eye, which Dr. Beaky confirms happened before that fateful night, you couldn't help but bang yourself all over the place and let out sailor curses.
You're darn tootin' right, you boasting yak.
Actually, the criminal was strong enough to hoist himself up to the victim's nest with his legs and found a way to inflate the cushion silently. Isn't that right, Grizzly? For the culprit is you.
And how could I have inflated the cushion with my asthma, huh?
Very simple. You made use of your bicycle pump, the one you used to inflate your dirt bike's tire when we came to interrogate you. Last night, you discreetly climbed up to Stork's nest, inflated the cushion, and left silently.
I confess I did it, but I'm not sorry. And I'll tell you what I do with good manners. I stick them in...
Oh, don't say another word.
Thank you, Stork. As for you, you big grumpy bear, we'll find a punishment for you that's appropriate. By all the trees and all the toes.
Oh, Sherlock!
Friends, good morning, and welcome to our program, Class, Grace, and Poise. During this whole season, we'll have the pleasure of having our friend Grizzly, who every day will learn a new secret of Class, Grace, and Poise. Today, the subtle art of serving fish soup. Well, Grizzly, are you ready to serve with a smile?
Yeah.
One says yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, Grizzly. Pick up the cover with your left paw and delicately take the ladle with your right paw. Careful to serve with a supple bend of the right.
Aren't you fed up with all those good manners, Sherlock?
Yes, I am, Hermione. I've had it up to there.
Politeness is important, but you have to learn to relax sometimes.
You're absolutely right, Hermione.
Oh, Sherlock!
What? It wasn't me.
Who else?